Erev Yom Kippur, I'm going to start off this year by saying if I in any way insulted anyone, I really meant it. No, I don't think that's what you're supposed to say. Yeah, anyway, I hope we look for Slicha, Mechila, Halavai, Kadosh Baruch Hu gives us all of that. And I just heard from Rabbi Kaplinsky that the minhag of having honey cake beforehand is... what did you say? The minhag goes all the way back? Rabbi Kaplinsky. What did you say about the minhag about the
person has to come on to somebody first, but also you should be yotze with that.
With that, okay. So we start the shir with a little niggin from Slichas. And today was a very short Slichas, the shortest of all the Slichas. And we still have a niggin. Let's see if you could help me along the three. Atasakum terachem Sion ki yesh lechenana ki v'moed. Atasakum terachem Sion ki yesh lechenana ki v'moed. Atasakum terachem Sion ki yesh lechenana ki v'moed. Ki v'moed. Ki v'moed. Kiva mohed, ay, 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 atasakum, terachem Sion, ki yesh lechenana, kiva mohed, atasakum, terachem Sion, ki yesh lechenana, kiva mohed, atasakum, terachem Sion, ki yesh lechenana, kiva mohed. Kiva moed, Kiva moed, Kiva moed, Kiva moed. So it's supposed to be a marba, I suppose marba besudos. It's
Ravakov, Masi Metova.
Okay.
He's home, your brother? He home yesterday.
Kol Eichel. Well, I'm going to talk about that. But anyway, someone gave me this, and I don't want to make Erev Yom Kippur. I don't want to make Tzvi's car hummus stick. But anyway, so that's...
Okay.
So from the Pnine Eliyahu, Erev Yom Kippur, Shabbos Shabbosam hilachem v'nisem es nafshosechem v'tishal hachodesh be'erev ad erev tishmelu Shabbatchem. Parshas Emor Chav Gimel Lamed Beis. Sholu v'Gemora Brachas Ches Lamed Beis v'chiyi v'tishal b'chodesh misanim halo ba'asar misanim ela lo melecha kol ha'ochel v'shosa b'tshi Erev Yom Kippur. V'tzam ba'asiri, mal olav kosav ke'ilu mis'ana tshiva asiri. And Rashi says, what's going on? He says, okay, gmach sima tova, snicha kapora.
Gmach sima tova.
Gmach sima tova. Kulam.
Baruch Hu shomea es tzakas b'nei Yisrael. Hier tiskechubonu biyachad.
Amen. So what's this business of eating Erev Yom Kippur? It's as if you were fasting. It says, So
you asked yesterday if it was drinking was good. You see the Gemara says Mephorish drinking is good.
Yeah, I said drinking is good. I said be careful what you drink. But anyway, so Rashi says, what's going on? Malo of Akosov. Echinu atzmechem b'tishal hachodesh.
To eat the Shema is greater than fasting.
Okay.
It's very hard to eat the Shema.
That's right.
To eat the beten. To eat the Shema is very schwer.
So it says, b'tishal hachodesh. La'ana mincha harehu be'enai ki inu hayom. So, in other words, what you were just saying also, if a person has the right kavonats on Erev Yom Kippur, when he's eating and drinking. It's hard. It's not just hachana for the tzom, but it's in itself is keilu mishana. So that's the first from the Pnini Elio. What about Yom Kippur itself? Ki b'yom hazeh yichaper aleichem letar eschem mikol chatosechem lifnei Hashem tizharu vayikra tez zayin lamed yesh litmoa madua be'etzem tzorichet itzuma shel Yom Kippur lechaper as Am Yisrael. You hear the question? What do you need Yom Kippur to be mechaper? Halo gam b'shar yemos hashana kisha adam shav b'tshuva mischaper lo oven. The rest of the year, you hear the question? The question is, what's so special about Yom Kippur? Yom Kippur by itself is not this magic wand. Yom Kippur itself is not by itself mechaper. Ella.
It says Itzumo sheyom mechaper.
Rak im tshuva.
Itzumo sheyom mechaper.
Ve'im kein tzorich lovin ma kavana kosu ki b'yom hazeh yichaper lehem. Hayom bilvad u'mechaper. So the tshuva kach, Amar Rabbeinu Azariah, you won't hear this name, and I hope I don't trigger anything. You ever hear this name? Pijo. I kid you not. It is a Rabbeinu Azariah Pijo, who said Nolad, was born 1579 and died 1647, and he was from Chachmei, Italia, and he was Mechaber Bina Le'itim. And this is from Bina Le'itim, the terrace.
Itim Lebina?
Now this is Bina Le'itim, and again this is Rab Zaya Peugeot. Didn't trigger it. I don't know. Anyway, okay.
I'm the one that needs to say.
Okay, Shabiyom HaKippurim Yesh Ma'alim Yuchedes. Ki halo Amru Rabbeinu.
I have to make an important phone call.
Okay. Yoma Pevav Amid Beis. Hashav B'tshuva Mitoch Yira Zedonos of Nasalo Kishkagos. You know that if a person does tshuva.
Hello? From Moshe?
We have a little pause here for, we don't want to interrupt the phone call.
So,
anyway.
I thought we would wish him
Ashav b'tshuva mitoch yira. If a person does tshuva with yira, what happens is donos of naslo kishkagos. That's we know. Omi sheshav b'tshuva mitoch ahava. Hashem yisparach is donos naslo kishkagos. That your averos turn into mitzvos. Can you imagine that? Achein. This is the terrace of the Peugeot.
You're really looking
the car.
for
The car is giving us.
Okay, Peugeot, give it to him.
Give it to him. Achein Yom HaKippurim hu Yom Yuchad b'mino she'itzuma shel hayom. Gorim shegam mi sheshav b'tshuva mitoch yiras Hashem. You hear the word? That even if a person does tshuva mitoch yira, zidanos nefchum lo kezukuyos. It's as if it was tshuva miyahavo. Ki'ilu shom mitoch ava shene'amar ki b'yom hazeh yichaper aleichem letar eschem mikol chatosechem v'zeu she'omar Rabbi Akiva Ashreichem 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 Yisrael Ashreichem 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 Yisrael Lifnei mi atem mitayer mi mitayer estem mi mitayer eschem Avinu Shvashamayim Avinu Shvashamayim Avinu Shvashamayim Avinu Shvashamayim. Anyway, so mi mitayer eschem limchos is oven kalil. So what does it delete and erase and gets it out of the system completely? It doesn't even go into your hardware. You understand? When you do tshuva on Yom Kippur, even if it's miyira, it's considered like mi ahava, mi itzuma shel yom, and it gets deleted, erased from the system of Ichon Shema Shamayim. This is from Binim Le'itim Chelik Aleph Drush Adalad Shabbos Shuvah. Okay, that's it for the Erev Yom Kippur intro. And we want to say, we want to do our Tehillim, which we have a little extra something special today. I'm going to surprise you at the end. We have a guest. He's going to join us in Tehillim. Here we go. It's Perek Yud Gimel. This is new. Adonai Yeruma Yadayla Habita. יש לנו אורח. הבני בך אני בך Yisrael, Acheinu, Yisrael, Hanesunim b'tzara, Ra'u b'shivya, Omdim ben bayamu, ben bayabasha. Makom Yerachem Aleim, Yisrael mitzara, Le'revacha, Le'afel Yara, U'mishiva le'geula ashla, Pagola Ovisman Korim. Nomar Amen. Vani b'chas u'v'tachti. Und ich versichere mich. Versichere mich, what do you think is? Versichere mich. Reassure me.
Zicher is sure.
Yeah, versichere mich is to reassure me.
Zicher.
Okay. Ich, dein Chesed, Yageli b'yushuasecha, mein Herz, sich freuen mit dein Helf. That word freuen, be happy, celebrate actually. But that's a test. Freuen is if you're a Galician or a Litvak. You know how you pronounce that. Ashir el Hashem, ich will singen zum Eibishter ki gamal aloi, weil hat mir baloint, guts, baloint. Okay. Beis Alid, Lamed Vav, Yud Nun Tes, baloint. What do you think that is? It's not alone. Rewarded. Baloint. That's a good word for today. Ki gamal aloi. Hat mir baloint guts. Okay, that's my Yiddish for today. And we're going to talk about the yard sites, because we already did a little Erev Yom Kippur. Today is the yard site Tes Tishrei Erev Yom Kippur, Taf Shin Pei Vav, Rabbi Yitzchak Yehuda Shmelkish, and also, guess who? Reb Velvel, the Brisker Rav, the Grizz, Yitzchak Zev ben Chaim Alevi Soloveitchik. And also today's Eliezer Zusman ben Mordechai Ephraim Fischel Sofer. So this is he learned by the Chassam Sofer and also by the Ksav Sofer, and he was named Sofer. You know what Sofer is? Another name for Sofer?
Scribe.
No, but I'm talking about a name. Sofer. You might not have ever thought about it, but
Another name for
Schreiber.
Schreiber.
Schreiber is a Sofer. So Schreiber is a Sofer.
Love it.
Since we'll start with, by the way, Shmaryahu, I love you, and you know that Chol HaMoed, he still has not come up with certain of his yard sites, so I'm going to have to come up with my own. We'll see what's going to happen. But this is also from my own over here. Yitzchak Zeh ben Chaim Alevi Soloveitchik, Mechuna de Griz Rabelvul, Nolad ב-1886, ונפטר ב-1959, במלחמת העולם הראשונה, היה ראש ישיבה בתורס חיים בוורשה. בשנת 1918 מונה לרבה של בריסק. במלחמת העולם השנייה נמלט לווילנה וארגן קיבוץ. You know, when I went to Panovich, it's the first time I ever heard about a kibbutz. Did you know about a kibbutz?
Yeshiva is a kibbutz.
A yeshiva has a kibbutz.
Kibbutz.
That's right.
Which kibbutz? How does that work exactly?
It works for guys like me who don't belong to a particular shir. So you're part of what's called a kibbutz. We go to different shirim. I was able to hear Reb Shmuel, Reb Shach. In a way, it's a chisaron because you don't go up in the ranks. In other words, you don't start off with shir Rishon or shir Sheni, shir Shlishi, the way it works in Panovich. You know.
So what happens when you go into a yeshiva?
So I came in yeshiva and I was an alta. I was considered, so they put me in what's called kibbutz. Kibbutz.
Who else was there?
A bunch. This could be out of 440 talmidim. There were at least 50 in kibbutz. Older guys who Panovich was where it takes its pride in starting from the beginning. They don't let guys come later on. I don't want to talk about exceptions, but Baruch Hashem, I was a zocha. Anyway, let's get back.
It's not what you know.
What? Sorry?
It's not what you know.
No, right, okay, we know that. Talmidei, his Talmud was David Povarsky. One of we're talking about Rosh Yeshiva of Panovich. ב-1941 עלה לירושלים.
Who's Talmud?
David Povarsky was the Talmud of the Griz.
Of the Griz?
Yes.
He was the star Talmud of Yerucham.
Okay, so here.
So he was also a Talmud of the Griz.
Nebuch Ishto
That was afterwards.
ו-30.
I think that Rabbi Yerucham was nifter like in 1939, 36 or something.
Right.
So then the Briskerov was only...
Here it says.
It says 1959. So that's
He was nifter in 1959,
right,
but he was born in 1886.
So it's another 23 years. So he had to have another Rebbe.
Okay, so that's maybe the reason. And we'll continue the shir on the way. We've got to wish you Slicha, Mechila, Maxima Tova, Kol HaBrachas. We should hear Mehmet. That shir Miyagdil Torah V'Yadir. People who should join us in this year. We want more responses. I can't hear you. Don't you stand all those people listening? I'm trying to listen to you.
Oh, you should make an active Zoom.
An active Zoom. Well, I don't know that. It's so complicated even doing this. Okay. Okay, I'm going to take my...
Okay, we're going to get you set up to release.
Let me just put this in my pocket and make a Klummet stick so I can carry it. We have a very quiet passenger in the back. He's headed to Vayv Dagan with you?
Givat Mordechai.
Givat Mordechai. Oh, Chevron. אתה חבר'נה?
לא.
לא. רק סמיכוס. אתה בקרוב. איפה אתה לומד?
בבר אילן.
בר אילן, באמת? אני לימדתי שם, משפטים. מה אתה לומד שם?
לא באוניברסיטה. בישיבה בבר אילן.
ישיבה בבר אילן.
בר אילן, רחוב בר אילן.
רחוב בר אילן, אוקיי. סליחה על הטעות.
So you didn't really have to
Choshe
reveal,
b'ksherim,
you
huh?
didn't have to reveal those secrets.
It's all right. Everybody,
Now it's out of the bag.
everybody knows about that. Okay. Chaim
Chaim
Tovim.
Tovim.
Ma tov sucho. Ay 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 ay. Ay 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 ay. Ay 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 ay. Ay 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 ay. Shlema Kalbach, and for those who don't know, that was Bani B'chastecha. La 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 la. Ay 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 ay. Ay 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 ay. We're in the middle of the Grizz. נבח אשתו וכמה ילדיו נרצחו בשואה, החל מ-1945 מעשה שיר בביתו. הוא היה מחבר חידושי הגריז, ליקוטי הגריז ושמות נעמי בית. היום זה גם כן היורצה של אליעזר זוסמן בן מרדכי אפרים פישל סופר, שנולד ב-1828 ונפטר ב-1902. נולד בפרשבורג, למד בישיבת פרשבורג, אצל החסם סופר, ו-12 שנה אצל בנו כסף סופר. נסמך לרבנות מידי יחזקאל בנט מנייטרה. ב-1854 התמנה לדיין, מגיד וראש ישיבה בעיר פקס. ב-1857 נתמנה לרבה בעיר קיישקור. ייסד ישיבה שמה בהלץ. ב-1879 היה רב בפקס. הוא חיבר ילקוט אליעזר, ילקוט סופר, עת סופר, דמשק אליעזר, ספר המקנה ומלא הקטורס ויד אליעזר. עד כאן היורצייט מאלו מהגיליון של היום של שמעיהו רב יצחק יהודה שמלקיס בן רב חיים שמואל, נולד בשנת 1828 ונפטר בערב יום כיפר, שזה היום 1906. בהיותו בן י"בייז 12 שנה נפטר אביו, והוא נשאר יתום עם עוד 10 ילדים. אמו התמסרה לגדל לבד את 3 הבנים ו8 הבנות. כל מגמתה הייתה שבניה יכלו לשבת ללמוד ללא הפרעה. מי היה הרבים שלו? רבי יעקב אורנשטיין, בעל ישועת יעקב, רב מרדכי זאב איטינגה, בעל מפרשי ים, מאמר מרדכי, רב שלמה קלוגר, בעל אלף שלמה, רב יוסף שאול נרטנזין, בעל שאול מיישוב, רב יצחק שימש בכמה קהילות בגליציה, בין היתר בברז'ן, שאחריו כיהן שם רב שלום מרדכי הכהן שבדרון המהרש"ם, ובפרמשלה. שם פרסם את חלק ראשון מששת חלקי חיבורו הגדול בית יצחק. בשנת בואו לפרמשלה נפטר בנו יחידו רב ארם בגיל 22, ובקשתו האחרונה של הבן הייתה שאביו יוציא לאור מחידושו אשר קרם מנחס אהרון. רב יצחק קיים זאת בספרו בית יצחק, מביא מדברי בנו ומצרף בקשו מאת לומדי תורתה. וזה הציטוט, שילמדו זאת עם בניהם בעת שיכנסו למצוות תפילין, והיא זאת לנפש בני זצ"ל ומגלגלים זכות, בזכות זה יגדלו בניהם לתורה לתעודה לאורך ימים טובים. בשנת 1894 היה רבי יצחק אב בית דין לבוב, וביתו הייתה בית ועד לחכמים, ולשם פנה כל יהודי שהיה זקוק לעצה לעזרה. ממרחקים פנו אליו בשאלות הלכה למעשה, הוא היה למנהיג של כל בני גולה המפוזרים במקומותיהם. מנהגו היה לציין את תאריכו, החשבות והדרשות בצורה גמטריוס של פסוקים. לדוגמה, תאריך ההספד על רב שלמה קלוגר, גדול מאוד הכאב והשבר. תשר"כ, זה גמטריה. העריך בהספד של רב מרדכי זאב איטנגר, וזה כתוב, אף אפינו יזלו מים דמה, תרכ"ג. שנת הופעת החלק ראשון של ספרו בית יצחק אור החיים, תרל"ה. כאלו רבות. בישיבות החשיבו מאוד את דרך מהלך הניתוח של רבי יצחק להבנת הסוגיות, הפוסקים והחידושים. בתשובותיו עסק גם בבעיות של הטכנולוגיה החדשה בזמנו, כגון טלגרף, טלפון, רכבת חשמלית. גם לעת זקנתו, כשהרופאים אסרו עליו כל טרחה, הוא לא שמע עליהם ודרש מהמכתבים יבואו לפניו, הוא היה מכתיב את תשובותיו. ויכוח בין בעל שלום משך ובעל בית יצחק בעניין זכויות יוצרים, copyrights. בעל שלום משך למד גזירה שווה מפטנט. הרי אם מדפיסים או מחדשים איזה מלאכה, אין רשות לאחר לעשות בלא רשותו. patent, infringement. ובעל בית יצחק אומר, מה שמדנה המשל משך למלאכה שחידש אומן איזה תגלית כאסור לאחרים לעשות מקומות בלי רשות המוציא, אין מדמין Torah ממלאכה. We can't compare Torah to some just invention. כי בתורה נאמר, ראה למדתי אסכם חוקים משפטים כאשר ציווני השם. מה אני בחינם? אף אתה בחינם. So when it comes to Torah, you can't have a patent or copyright. It's a Kodesh Baruch. אף es beis Yitzchak savur ki mekoach dina de malchusa dina yesh le'esor. That's why there's a question on copyrights, whether you can publish something without the reshus, and the answer is that even though it's b'chinam, there's an inyan of, there's a din in the malchusa dina. In the Shaila Shechuvas the Beis Yitzchak, Nishal be'inyan Amiras Kaddish, Amar Shak, Siva, Livno, Lemor, Kaddish Achrov, Yigimu Chadoshim. So someone asked his son to say Kaddish for 13 months. Ha'im Mutta Ma'achash Minag Lo Marak Yud Aleph Chadoshim, since the minhag, it's 1775, 1775. Okay. Right. So the minhag is, Lamar, Yud Aleph Chadoshim, we only say Kaddish for 11 months. Shelo yachziko Hashem l'Rasha. Because if we say any more, it's as if a person with Rasha. Yesh lamala. Ani gomer et hashir. Rav Meyer. אני היום אתה יודע, זה היורצייט של הגריז, הבריס קרוב, וגם כן את אליעזר יוזוסמן סופר ורב יצחק יהודה שמלקס, את הבייס יצחק. אני גומר את בית יצחק, נשאר בעניין...
אליעזר יוזוסמן סופר זה איכשהו מהמקורות שלנו.
כן, כן.
של פק, של משפחה שלי משם.
כן, משפחה. אז פה יש...
חתימה טובה.
אתה לא רוצה לעלות איתי?
לא.
לא, אוקיי. בסדר, יש לי, לא רק ליום כיפור, יש לי סוכות כבר.
טוב, בלי נדר.
הנה, תבוא.
תודה. 1775.
גמר חתימה. 1775. אוקיי. 1775. Okay. So the Marshak. ציווה לאמור, קדיש אחרוב יגימול חדשים. So שלא יחזיקו שומעים לרשע. פסק שיוכל לומר קדיש ליוד בייס חודש, בחודש היוד גימל יספלל לפני הטבע. ישדוון for the יומד. ואל יגיד קדיש יוסם. רק הקדשים השייכים לשעץ. אוקיי, עד כאן היורשים של היום. אז אנחנו צריכים ללמוד את הנדחי ישראל. אנחנו בפרק התשיעי, Erev Yom Kippur, and we're talking Ein Mayim. What happens if you don't have water? B'shah Shachris, Ninito Yodav L'Tfilah. You could wash your hands in the morning, or Filu Be'emsa Yom, Asay Shemizdan L'Mayim. You can, whatever you find water, Notel Yodav Kedin, Ve'en Mavorach Al Natilas Yadayim. And you don't say on Natilas Yadayim, Umatna, you condition, you make a condition, Shiyah, Natilazu Ololo Kol Hayom. V'az Mutter Le'achol Kashiyirzer. Rak B'tanai Sheyishmar Yodav Shalo Yiga B'makam Atunav. Ella Yasim Yodav B'bati Yadayim, she put his hands in gloves, Shekorin Handishin, Afagab the Be'in and Takef L'Natilas Yadayim, Su'uda, Zedavka Shenotel Yodav L'Achila, V'ochel Takef, Av Shenein L'Notel V'Achila, Lo Be'in and Takef, Shenotel Yodav L'Achila, V'ochel V'haisna She'atal L'Natila, if he washes his hands and he eats, but he has in mind that this Natilas Yadayim will be for Afla Achashah, Sheshama Yadav, Lo Siach Yodav, as long as he doesn't distract himself and doesn't dirty his hands. Yesh Omin Mahani. Vakol Fi Shas Atchak. This is all Bidi Evid. Rash Tzorech B'Kol says the heroes V'Zrizus Shelo Yasiach Data Mishmiras Yadav. L'chein Ein L'Smoch Al Zeh Im Lo B'Doch HaKodol. Gam B'Makom Shemol Tanai Afal Pikein Im Yizdamin Lo Achakak Maim Yitul Yodav V'Lo Yivarach. Mizen Nirali Sheyotza Atos Lahamonam Shenotlim Yadam Pam Achad Le'Deza Ochlin Kol Hayom. People make the mistake, wash their hands in the morning, and think that it's good for the whole day. That's wrong. Shtayim Ross, there are two things wrong about it. Osim Echad Shemesichim Datam Mishmiras Yadayim, because people forget and they dirty their hands, meaning they matame them, and also V'Acha She'enam Mevorchim Birchas Hamazon, and they also forget to say Birchas Hamazon. V'zeh Lo Mahani Tanai. Yes, it didn't need to tell them Birchas Hamotzi, Birchas Hamazon. Yaim B'Shulchan Aruch Yimser Sham Hakol Ve'Achtov Kan. The Chavetz Chaim says Rak Eiz Adina Medina Birchas Hamazon Mashet Tzorech V'Yinyonei Inyoneha. Paragraph Lamed Hey. She'ochel Lechem She'Mavorchim Olav Hamotzi Chayiv Levorech Achrev Birchas Hamazon. Who mitzvahs asay deraisa? To say Birchas Hamazon is a kakasu v'yachalto v'sovato v'rachtas Hashem. The kivan who mitzvahs asay deraisa hichmir bo she'alcha pas asur latzei spiritzona b'mkoma achi vorach Birchas Hamazon. You can't leave your place. You must say Birchas Hamazon wherever you ate. V'tzorech levorach miyushav. You also say Birchas Hamazon while you're sitting. L'chatchila v'lo mahalach v'lo ma'umad, not even standing. But however, if you're eating while you're traveling on a carriage or on a dar, you can also say she'ein datam yushavas alav aval im acha b'derech yushav. However, if you sit down while you're traveling, tzorech levorech gam kem yushav im lo shuanas. Lamed vav hayalo eza minya shelo yuchal levorech b'makom she'achal. If you have an obstacle and you can't bench where you ate, Leilech lezavis acheres, you go to a different place, a corner, both in the same room. Vafilu beis gadol, even if it's a big house. Vafilu makom she'en ro'am b'mkom ha'rishon, even if you can't see the original place where you work. Kagon achrei tanur, if you're behind like an oven, kahai gavna, afilu b'niya ktana mutter, even if there's some little obstacle vorech b'dal mashachal da'achal da'am mashachal chazum makom hazan, because it's all considered one place. And Lamed Zion. If when he says his motzi in the beginning of the meal, he has in mind to say Birchas Hamazon in another room, mutter. Even in the other place, he doesn't eat anything. It's not a good idea. As long as there's a real reason for him not to do it in this room. And I wish everyone a Gmar Sima Tova, a meaningful fast. We'll continue this year on Friday, Erev Shabbos Kodesh. Chaim Tovim.